magnetic blends that are perfect for adding irresistible charm and allure to your evenings. Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In this video, I share my top picks for the ultimate, sexiest and best date night fragrances to wear during cold weather. Again, I have 10 fragrances here, a mix of designer and niche, and I can't wait to share them with you. So now in no particular order, let's start. So the first one on the list is Regent Leather by the House of Thameen. It's the most, I would say the most crowd-pleasing, one of the most sexiest and easy-wearing leather fragrances. It's so beautiful. It's bold but in a very wearable, very mysterious and very seductive way. There's lemon, jasmine, saffron, cardamom, rose, patchouli, cedarwood, vanilla, musk and labdanum. It's leather and it's also sweet, and there is an element of freshness. And there's also this smooth, spicy, floral, woody side to it. Everything coming together with vanilla and musk. There's rose and jasmine here, which I cannot smell. What I smell is this attractive, light and airy leather with spicy woods and vanilla. The vanilla in the dry down is exceptional. It's not very sweet, it's just vanilla. It's a versatile fragrance, shines beautifully on formal wear or casual outfit, work or leisure, perfect date night, perfect evening fragrance. Just imagine yourself in an upscale private club or a lounge. Absolutely amazing for an indoor or outdoor date on a breezy day. Smells so good on winter clothes. It's a very standout and a very pleasant fragrance. Longevity is excellent, lasts all day with a fantastic scent cloud. A gorgeous fragrance from the opening to the dry down. A huge love for me. This is Regent Leather by the House of Thameen. So the next on the list is Journey Man by Amouage. One of the very best and sexiest fragrances from the house of Amouage. Journey Man is a spicy, woody fragrance with Sichuan pepper, bergamot, neroli, cardamom, juniper berry, frankincense, tobacco leaves, tonka bean, cypriol, leather and ambroxan. It's so good, so sexy. The combination of tobacco, leather, spices, juniper berry and incense is just so captivating. If you don't like sweet fragrances, this is a good one to check out. It's dry and dark and offers such mysterious, elegant, such gentlemanly sophistication. Performance is top class, excellent longevity with moderate projection. It's beautiful as Journey Man by Amouage. Up next, I have Grand Soir by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. Grand Soir, even though is a versatile fragrance that works in all seasons, it's a quintessential winter warmer which is perfect for a special occasion, any special occasion, and to me is also an excellent everyday fragrance, absolutely perfect for date nights, social gatherings. It's a deep and yet very airy, very fluffy amber fragrance with benzoin, vanilla, cinnamon, tonka bean, labdanum. There's lavender. It's a forever love for me. One of the best, one of the most refined and very easy to like, very easy to wear kind of crowd-pleasing ambers. It's a special fragrance that offers an elite and elating wearing experience. Very androgynous, very versatile in profile. It's the highest quality and polished, warm, cozy, cocooning, and a very sexy fragrance that goes equally well with a formal suit as it does with something smart, casual in feel. Although I strongly feel that this deserves a bit of an effort, because wearing this while being, I would say, chaotic in your attire is a tad bit criminal. So if you are a fragrance lover or enthusiast, which I'm guessing and hoping you are, you probably understand that you may or may not agree with me, but at least you'll understand my point. It's not very complex, but still with a lot of depth kind of fragrance, something you cannot go wrong with. It's the perfect amount of sweetness, never gets cloying, beefy but light and airy, which is the key factor which makes it so easy to wear. It's warm, it's festive, it's comforting, it's elegant, it's romantic, it's extremely sensual, and it's extremely chic, Parisian chic. Fantastic performance with incredible longevity, 8+ hours on the skin and forever on the clothes. Again, beast mode, but not in a loud, but in a very classy and refined way. This is Grand Soir by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. The next fragrance is from the house of Atelier des Eaux. It's Rouge Saray, another new addition to my collection. This fragrance is so good, beautiful for cold weather. It's dark, succulent plum, very obvious, very present plum with warm spices, cinnamon, dates, jasmine, heliotrope, patchouli, chocolatey patchouli, sandalwood, gaiac wood, vanilla, almost smoky vanilla and smoky woods. It's so warm and spicy, sweet and woody, sensual and mysterious, a bit powdery, thick, sticky, gooey, Delicious, intoxicating, and addictive. A luxury hotel lobby style presence and effect. So cozy for fall and winter. I almost found it to be a little bit sharp when I first sprayed it, but it's beautiful. It's only after a few seconds and that initial sharpness I felt, which you may or may not get, it was gone. And what was left was this dark, intense, mysterious, sweet, plummy, woody, smoky goodness. This is so, so sexy, maybe even evocative. The dry down is to die for. I cannot stop sniffing my wrist. It's so addicting, very unisex, and super luscious on men. Moderate longevity with soft to moderate sillage and creates a beautiful scent bubble around you. This is Rouge Saray by Atelier. The next on the list is Dior Homme Intense from the house of Dior. I've shared Dior Homme Parfum a few times on my channel, but never Dior Homme Intense. While Dior Homme Parfum is a masterpiece by the house of Dior, it's not easily available to buy everywhere, like for example in the USA, correct me if I'm wrong. So if you're not able to find Dior Homme Parfum, the next best and perfect option is Dior Homme Intense, which I understand is more easily available in comparison. I guess, again, correct me if I'm wrong. This is no less of a masterpiece in my opinion. It's super elegant, super alluring, and it's all about iris, sweet cacao with creamy, musky, suede undertones, makeup-y, powdery, woody, aromatic, fruity, floral, musky. It's not too much of anything. It's just absolutely perfect percentage of all the notes and accords that have gone into the blend. Yes, it's powdery with a lipsticky, makeup-y element to it, but it's done just right. It's absolutely intoxicating and addicting. To me, the powdery aspect of it is so creamy. You can literally feel the smooth creaminess of the formula. The lavender also isn't super dominant. It's subtle, just present in the blend, bringing out this beautifully aromatic side. There's something so masculine about it, so beautifully and magically aromatic. Even though it's a popular fragrance in the community, you won't find many people actually wearing it. So if you wear this, you will smell unique in a way different from what others around you might be wearing. So you will stand out for sure. It feels like a fragrance of a man who's in charge, a man who's absolutely in control of all that's happening around him. And even if he's not, let's face it, none of us really are. So even if he's not in control of every situation around him, he gives the impression and the confidence that he is, and that's how he demonstrates that he's in command. This is just so good, so stunning, so sexy. It's a legendary composition in my opinion. Elegant, romantic fragrance, very versatile. You can dress it up, dress it down. It's perfect for date nights, perfect for going out, perfect for colder months. In my household, it's used during warmer months as well, to be honest, mostly during the evenings. If it's not available to buy where you live and you happen to travel to a place where this is available, try it, and if you like it and do decide to buy it, try to get a backup bottle as well. It is so worth it. This is Dior Homme Intense by Dior. Next I have Silky Woods by Goldfield and Banks. Silky Woods is one of my top choices for a party or a gala event. The blend features cinnamon, tobacco leaves, ylang ylang, vanilla, agarwood with soft suede, saffron, incense, and sandalwood. To me, it smells like abundantly delightful and sensual vanilla with smoky tobacco, soft suede, and a very pleasant, very clean, very woody, and a very modern oud. It's sweet, spicy, powdery, leathery, woody, and musky. Very luxurious, very sensual, and a very addictive fragrance that starts off strong and dries down to this sophisticated, cozy, and comforting experience. Longevity and projection is absolutely phenomenal. Amazing performance with stunning wedding experience. Absolutely amazing choice for a date night or a night out. This is Silky Woods by Goldfield and Banks. So the next one on the list is Fan Your Flames by Nishane. There's a permanent image in my head that's stored there in connection with this fragrance. This is an image of a finely dressed, well-spoken, confident, and a bit intimidating gentleman. He's not trying to be intimidating, but he has this inherent, distant, cold air around him that makes him a bit unapproachable and yet highly desirable to anyone who sets their eyes on him. He's a VIP member of an exclusive club, wears all black, and smells like Fan Your Flames. Fan Your Flames, if you haven't tried it, is a boozy, woody, coconutty, mossy fragrance with rum, coconut, tobacco, tonka bean, oak moss, and Chinese cedarwood. The opening is very strong, very exotic, and quite unique. With coconut and rum, the coconut isn't very creamy or milky. The overall texture is rather dry. It's a very potent, intensely rich, deep, and dark fragrance that's warm and spicy and features a prominent tobacco note. If you don't like strong fragrances, you may not like it on first try, but get a sample and give it another try in a few days. You may end up wanting to buy a full bottle of it, but you have to like tobacco and boozy nuances in your fragrances. It opens very strong, and to me, it's an utterly masculine fragrance that performs like a beast in terms of both longevity and projection. It may come across as slightly herbal or medicinal, but once your nose adjusts to that side of it, it absolutely grows on you. The dry down is amazing, better than the opening in my opinion, and kinda makes up for the strong and a bit harsh opening. The coconut does linger throughout the wear. It's a fantastic fragrance, but it's definitely not for everyone, so it's a must try before you buy kind of scent. This is Fan Your Flames by Nishane. Next I have Coromandel by Chanel. One of my favorites from the less exclusives collection. I love Le Lion and I love this one. It's such a good fragrance, one of the best patchouli fragrances. It's mostly patchouli here, very elegant and very likable patchouli with white chocolate, citruses, rose, jasmine, neroli, there's orris, benzoin, woodsy notes, olibanum, musks and vanilla. Absolutely stunning, one of the best in this line. Beautifully ambery, spicy, earthy in such a alluring way. Delicately sweet, warm, very cozy, powdery, incensey, woody, kind of smoky with an element of freshness with the citruses, but it's not a citrusy fragrance, and the powderiness to my nose is very creamy. In fact, I find it more creamy than powdery. This is a classy, refined, high quality, complex and a sensual masterpiece. It's sensual in a very sophisticated way, absolutely perfect for special occasions, date nights, absolutely unisex. I've said this before in my Sense for Suits video that it's a CEU kind of fragrance which smells like money. Longevity and projection are excellent, but it does not shout. Will stay with you in your senses, in your memory for a very long time. Absolute classic. This is Coromandel by Chanel. Next is L'Homme Ideal, the Parfum by Guerlain. If you're a fan of the L'Homme Ideal line, I think you'll enjoy this one. It's the Parfum version that came out earlier this year, and I absolutely adore this. It's a more, I would say, more intense, thicker version of the EDP, which used to be my favorite before this one came out. Now I love them both. It's kind of a more boozier version of the EDP with this beautiful ambery golden amaretto. In fact, this color perfectly depicts the profile of this fragrance. It's the perfect color for this scent, rich, warm, ambery, boozy, almondy, slightly biscuity fragrance with amaretto, patchouli, and very pleasant, very easy wearing and crowd pleasing leather and musk. It opens deep and warm and boozy with the amaretto, a little spicy maybe, but very sweet and almondy, the boozy warmth, then transitions towards a deeper, darker, leathery, woody, smoky direction, which is to die for. The leather is very present, but it's really smooth, so even if you don't like leather in your fragrances, you don't have to worry about it here. In fact, this could be a good starting point if you wish to venture into the world of leather in perfumery. This one has an upscale, rich feel to it. It's refined and elegant, sensual and mysterious. It's well blended and has a formal feel to it. It's quite versatile in my opinion. It'll go well with a formal suit or a leather jacket, and it's also a perfect choice for a date. It showcases a self-assured, confident, a little badass and yet kind and caring kind of personality. Someone who is very stylish and impeccable in their appearance and conduct. Someone like Harvey Specter in Suits. Patchouli here is designer style, meaning that it's not difficult to like. It's rather crowd-pleasing, very easy to like kind of patchouli. It offers a luxurious, ultra-refined, gourmandish, leathery, boozy, bittersweet, woody and sensually musky kind of wholesome experience. The performance is good, projects moderately, lasts almost all day. After the 6 to 7 hour mark, it's more softer and sits closer to the skin, but I can still smell it. It's amazing. I love it. This is L'Homme Ideal Parfum by Guerlain. So the last but not the least is Musc Ravageur by Frederic Malle. This stuff is hot and sexy, period. It's one of the most sexiest fragrances in my opinion, and one of the hottest ambery musk fragrances I've ever smelled. This one can be a bit polarizing as it's a bit animalic, but this new formulation isn't off-putting. The original version, according to many people, was very, very animalic. I've not tried that, but this one here, in my opinion, is an absolute stunner. It's not repulsive in any way, at least not to me. To my nose, there's this jammy side to it, which is so pleasant and so addictive. This to me is hugely sexy and mysterious. There's bergamot, mandarin, lavender, amber, vanilla, sandalwood, musk. There's a slight citrusy side to it with bergamot and mandarin adding brightness, but it doesn't come across as a citrusy, fresh kind of fragrance. It's a perfect date night fragrance, especially perfect to wear with someone you already share a bond with. It's an ambery, woody, musky, vanillic, sweet fragrance that's creamy, smooth, cozy, warm, sweet, spicy, aromatic and pleasantly powdery. I find it very charming, very delightful and very sensual. Has this classic vintagey feel to it and yet very modern, dense and yet very airy with a cloud-like expression in the air around you. Sexy scent cloud, scent bubble in true sense, long-lasting with good projection. This is Musc Ravageur by Frederic Malle. So that was it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.